Hello. I definitely just sent out the wrong links, so my bad.
Yeah, I figured that.
Yeah, I think I sent out the kids link or something
Yeah,
like that there, so
yeah.
hopefully they see it
You
there.
get a haircut?
Yep.
How'd you get a haircut in lockdown?
My girlfriend started cutting it, and then Adam did the rest of it.
Oh God.
Yeah. So, yeah, a little bit more of a hack job haircut to start. My first is my girlfriend's first time doing a haircut. So she's like, yeah, the only thing I've ever cut before was cows and horses. And I'm like, oh, good, great. So yeah.
You're a brave man.
Well, Adam cleaned it up really nicely, so yeah. Jill, we're just gonna let the others come in because I sent them the wrong link, so hopefully they see here in a second.
I just use an old link.
I did too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think you guys use an old link. Yeah, because normally Veronica's on right away, but I just sent her. I think
Whoops.
Did you click the wrong link by accident too? I sent the wrong one. Yeah.
I'm like, where is everybody?
Did it say the youth class?
I did, and then yeah,
Okay, cool.
you know.
Who was my other one there? Was Fiona and Angela. So, oh, there's Angela. Cool. And then Fiona will be with us. That's my bad. Sent the wrong link.
Oh, I couldn't get on,
Like, why are the kids classes going?
but I didn't even get the link yet for today's. I was searching for an older one.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you got the old one.
Okay,
Um,
I was still slow.
Jill, unfortunate news. Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. Yeah.
So
What
yeah, when Zane takes his motorcycle to his co-op at Honda around the corner, he
Right.
leaves the garage open, and we are not really like door lockers. We don't usually worry about those things. And
Right.
today I heard the noise in the garage. I thought, oh, Zane's popped back in for something, but I was making my smoothie, getting ready to go to work, and it was an afterthought that I looked out the door and was like, oh shit.
Oh, that's brutal. Did you see them
Yeah.
like steal it then, or?
No,
No.
I heard shuffling around in there,
Oh,
and it
okay.
was someone walking the bike out and then starting it and going.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Well,
Jordan, can you
yeah.
send the link to Fiona? She just texted me.
Oh, yeah. Let me send it one more time. I'll get an email here in a second. One sec.
How'd you get a haircut?
What I was thinking.
Well, my girlfriend decided to cut my hair.
Oh, awesome.
So, yeah, we just went and bought like some clippers just off marketplace.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I was saying to them, she's never cut hair before,
Uh-huh.
and the only thing that she's ever cut has been cows and horses.
Oh.
So Adam ended up doing the rest of the actual like cleanup and make it a little bit nicer. So yeah, it's a two-person haircut. Yeah.
Shembri?
Yeah. So Adam's actually my landlord. Like he lives above me.
Oh, okay.
I live in his house. Yeah. So.
Are you on Woodward?
Yep, I'm on Woodward. Yeah.
We are neighbors.
Really? We're about to.
Lock your garage, Jordan.
Pardon? Yeah, right.
Lock your garage.
Yeah. Where are
Yes.
you living, Jill?
I'm on Wilson, just a few houses south of Robert Baldwin School.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's where. So my like parents, where I like lived previous, is on Elliott.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like right around there. So. Cool. Sorry, Fiona. Sent out the wrong link. Sent out the youth class. So glad you're here now. All right, my friends. So today all you need is a PVC stick and then just a place to obviously stretch, and then we'll get right to it. All right, we'll start with just getting our arms moving here. And again, yesterday I somehow threw out my shoulder playing frisbee, which is great. So I definitely just need to learn how to not throw frisbee so aggressively. Realize?
Jeez.
I know, like brutal. Like I can feel it as I'm doing this right now. It's not terrible now, but like just bad. All right, forward.
Okay.
Good, and backwards. Good. Grab that PVC. Nice wide grip here. We'll go 10 pass-throughs. Oh, Fiona, tell me you're doing it with a foam roller, 'cause that's impressive.
It's not gonna work.
Good. Once you've done those 10, let's go for 5 figure eights on each side. Good. We'll place the pull on the ground here. Arms out in front. Nice big hinge over. And then sinking on through here. Good. And relax for a second. Good. Then we'll go back down for one more here.
Sorry. Oh shoot, I go first.
Yeah. You can come out of that one. Give me a second here. All right. Then from here, we can throw that off to the side. We don't need it anymore. Then we'll get ourselves a nice pec stretch. So just find a doorway of some kind or a wall. Elbow is going to be by the chin. Then stepping through, getting a nice stretch out of the pec region, opening it up, pulling the shoulders back. Good, go ahead and switch sides. Good, and release. Cool. We're gonna come on down to the ground. We can just sit for this one. If you want to do it standing, you do it standing, but so for this one here, we're just gonna do a posterior shoulder. So we're gonna send that arm right across. Good, and then giving a nice hug here. Really getting a nice rounding out of the upper back here. Getting that posterior deltoid. Three, two, one. Go ahead and switch sides. Nice big hug into your chest. Just bringing that arm in nice and close. Three, two, one, and relax. Good. We're gonna come on down to the ground here, onto our stomachs. Then we're gonna go into our scorpion here. So we're gonna go nice and wide. Their arms. So we're gonna get a shoulder opening as well as a twist of the spine. Okay, so we're gonna take our left foot, kick it back over, Coming towards our right hand. Good. Go ahead and switch sides. Good. Back to center. You're gonna put your hands down by your breast line. Then we're gonna go up into our cobra, stretching out that low back here. If you want, get it further by looking up at the sky. Good. Release and come back down. Then back up. And back down. Good. We get ourselves into our tabletop. And then from here, we're going to do our cat and cows. Going for a nice cat, rounding that upper back, drawing that stomach in. And back down for a cow, dropping the stomach towards the ground, lifting the head. Back up for a cat. When I'm in the cat position, I like to actually get my elbow pits and turn them forward. It helps externally rotate my shoulders, rounding my lats a little bit more. Good. Back down into a cow. Back into a cat. And back down to a cow. Good. From here, we're going to widen that hand out, and we're going to thread the needle. So we're going to widen that right hand. Left hand's going to thread through. Nice rotation of the spine here. We're going to hold this one for a little bit here. Good. Back to center. Then switching sides, so that left hand widens out just slightly. Right hand threads through as it reaches far here. Good. Back to center. Right hand goes behind head. We're going to open up towards the ceiling. And back down. Rounding in. Then back up. And back down. And back up. And back down. Good. Go ahead and switch sides. Left hand goes behind the head. Left hand goes up. And back down. Back up. Back down. Back up. And back down. Good. From your tabletop position, you're going to come down into our child's pose, sitting nice and back here, reaching far forward. If you need to, the knees can go nice and wide. Good. From here, we're going to come back up into our tabletop. We're going to widen our legs. We're going to put those feet flat on the ground, and then we're going for our frog pose. So we're going to go nice and wide. And then we're going to sit our hips back. If you need to come down to your elbows, you can. We're sitting our hips back to where we can get them to. Good. Rock forward and release it for a second. If you need to come out of it, you can release it, shake the legs out. And then we'll go again here. So nice wide stance with the knees. Feet are flat, and then sitting the hips back. Good. Slowly release out of that one. Good. From here, we're going to go into our down dog. So tuck the toes under, nice and high, pressing through. Try to draw our heels towards the ground, stretching the calves while maintaining our arcs in our feet. Then we're going to go ahead and step our left foot to the outside of both hands. Dropping that right knee to the ground. And if you'd like, you can come down to your elbows here. Stretch out the adductor on the left side and the hip flexor on the right side. Good. Come back up to the hands. You're going to step that left foot back into a down dog. Pressing through again, stretching out the calves here. Then stepping that right foot forward to the outside of both hands, dropping the left knee. And again, if you want to come down to your elbows, you can here. You can kind of let that right knee drop to the side a little bit if you'd like as well. Good. Coming back up onto our hands. Good. From here, back into a down dog. Stepping the left foot forward into a pigeon pose. Dropping that right foot back. If you want, come down into onto your elbows or lying flat down. Giving ourselves a bunch of time on those down dogs there to kind of stretch out the calves in between. Calves are obviously a very hard muscle for us to stretch. I usually suggest coming up against a wall as well, doing that daily. Basically just drawing those toes up as high on the wall as you can, and then heel obviously close to the wall, and then drawing your hips towards the wall. Good. You're going to go ahead and step that left foot back into a down dog again. Pressing through, drawing those heels towards the ground. Good stretch out of the posterior leg. And then stepping that right foot forward into our pigeon pose. And sinking on down. Good. You're going to come back up onto your hands. You're going to tuck both shins underneath so you're sitting onto both feet. Sitting onto both feet in our saddle here. We're going to do a light saddle to start, okay? And then we'll do each side to target each side, okay? So just a light one here. We're coming just onto our hands. If you want to come down to your elbows, feel free as well. But we're just going to start with a light one here. Just opening up the quadriceps. And then we'll do a single leg to get deeper into each one. If you want, in this position as well, what you can do is draw your shoulder blades back, so as if you're rotating them back and pitch them together, and then you'll get a little bit more stretch out of the pec muscles, okay? What you can also do here is turn your hands backwards and then roll the shoulders back, and you'll get a little bit of a stretch out of that. And you might get a little stretch out of your biceps as well. Good. Go ahead and release that. You're going to kick your left foot out in front of you. Right foot's out to the side. Make sure you have ample room to lean back so you don't hit your head on the floor or anything like that. And then from here, if you can, you're going to lean back to where you can. So if that's from your hands, that's your elbows, that is fine. I usually like to kind of work my way down in this stretch. So you sit in the elbows for a little bit. Once that feels good after 10, 15, 30 seconds, then work your way down to the ground. If you can, obviously. If you cannot, that is totally okay. These are the kind that you gotta kind of surrender yourself to, put the time in, really stretch out those muscles. Obviously, if you start feeling pain, then release that a little bit. Just go to where you can. Good. If you can, sink down a little further. Slowly find your way back up. You switch feet. Make sure you do a couple ankle rolls here. Let the blood flow, get back into your ankles. It's always a hard one there because the blood kind of like just kind of stops to the foot, so you feel all suddenly rush in there. Good. From here, you're gonna switch sides. Left foot goes back behind us, right foot's in front. Again, you're gonna lean back where you can. And then, like I said, spend 10-15 seconds, maybe even 30 in each spot. That way you can really kind of stretch out the muscle gradually as opposed to shocking it and going straight down into to a certain spot. Good. Slowly find your way back up. Good. From here, we're going to get our rounding of our back, and then we'll go into our hamstring stretch after. Okay, so we'll have our feet out in front of us. We're going to take our hands, tuck them under. We're getting the rounding of our back here. So rounding forward, sinking down to where we can. While you're in this position, you can focus in on your breathing because it's obviously a little bit more challenging here. Focusing in on large inhales, followed by those larger exhales. And as you exhale, sink a little bit deeper if you can. Ever so slowly, find your way back up, releasing every last vertebrae all the way to the top of the head. Good. We're going to have both our feet in front of us. And make sure our feet are together here. Okay, so try not to let them flop out to the sides. Try to keep them together if possible. Then we're going to sit nice and tall, reaching forward to where we can. And then from there, then we can round slightly, okay? Reaching nice and far forward, trying to keep the feet together as much as possible. And then you pull on the toes to get a little bit further of a stretch out of the hamstrings and the back of the knee and the calves, similar to a down dog, where you kind of feel it all throughout the posterior leg. And ever so slowly, find your way back to the top. Doing every last little bit. We'll come down for our rebound. Right at the end here. All the way back. Hands out to the side. Feet can flop at this point. Palms are nice and relaxed. Feeling each part of your muscles sink into the ground. controlling your breathing here. We're going to practice our breathing exercises. So from here, we're going to do inhale for 5 counts and our exhale for 8 counts. And then I may throw the surprise in of holding at the top for 5 counts. Okay, so here we go. Exhale everything from your lungs. Good. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold at the bottom. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold at the top. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale on your own. And exhale on your own. Good. Just surrender yourself in the moment here, relaxing completely into the floor, listening to all the sounds around you, whether that's your animals barking and playing, sounds of your children, sounds of silence around you. Just staying present in the moment here. As always, I want you to think about one thing that you're grateful for that happened today or this weekend. Finding those little silver linings, if anything. And ever so slowly, you're going to bring the wiggle and twinkle back to your toes, your fingers, all the way back into your wrists and your hands, through your legs and arms. And when you're ready, you're going to hug your knees into your chest. You're going to make a couple circles in one direction, a couple circles in the other direction. A nice little massage out of your internal organs. And when you're ready, as always, find your way back at the top and meet us on the chat. So friends, good work today. It's nice to see that it's like sunshine now in each of your houses and stuff. So much nicer. Like Jill's, you can actually see in her place now. Before, when it was the winter, it was like she was doing it in pitch black.
So true.
Jillian, what did the police say?
Well,
Do you have a
they
VIN number?
haven't- I have a VIN number. I have a bill of sale. They haven't come by yet. Like, I have a girlfriend who's with the police and she's like, why isn't this on my board yet? And I'm like, I don't know. This is not a big deal for them. So they'll come when they come.
Very annoying.
Yeah, I'm kind of like resigned to where it is. It was a sucky choice made by someone who hopefully will get bitten by karma one day in the end. And Zane's not too worried about it. He took it in stride. Like, we
Yeah.
left the garage open and someone just like took advantage in the middle of the day, super brazen.
Yeah. He seemed fine on the Zoom workout today too. Like didn't seem like he was any different in mood or anything like that. So I mean that's a good sign at least, but it is unfortunate, it is annoying. I know I'll check. Pardon me?
I was just gonna say, he takes everything in stride. He's really a cool cucumber.
Yeah, he is, yeah. I'm always on Marketplace and Kijiji, so I'll be sure to just add that to my like daily checklist of things. Yellow Suzuki. Yeah, I'm always on them, so I'll keep an eye out if I see anything. Was there any number plates or anything? I know the photo that you shared was a little bit older, but was there anything on the bike that would be any different than that photo?
Not at all.
Okay.
It doesn't have like license plates. It has a VIN, but I imagine the thief will scratch that off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it's as plain like kind of like new, then at least you have that going. So unless they change and put stickers all over it and do whatever, but usually you can tell if it's brand new stickers on a bike too. So yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, it's about 4 years old, just not ridden a whole great lot. And
Right.
now he has a motorcycle. So honestly, I think we were just going to end up selling it anyway.
Right.
And the most important thing in Zane's life right now is that Doug Ford kind of spoke like in a weird moment about how camps are going to be open.
Yeah.
So for Zane, an entire summer of summer adventures, and I'm excited for him for that, and I don't think anything can get in that bubble for him.
No, I think he's very excited for all that kind of stuff too. I asked my kids class today, like, if you guys were given the chance to just like go back to school, would you? And every single kid on the chat was like, "Oh my God, yes, please!" Like, if you could figure out a way for us to just like go back to school, they're like, "I would learn everything. It doesn't matter what subject, I will learn it. I just like I want to be back in school." And I was like, I've never heard that. I'm sure you guys have never heard them say that until like this year when they're finally like, "Okay, I'll gladly be in class." Like,
wow, eh?
Yeah, like I feel like when schools finally open, attendance is going to hit records. Like you're actually going to have kids wanting to show up, whether or not they're actually paying attention in class or not is a whole different thing. But like you'll have records, so yeah.
Especially for like with the little kids.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a struggle for sure. My younger one for sure.
Yeah.
It's
I feel
boring. It's very boring, right?
Yeah. And I find like a lot of them they've admitted they're like, I've tuned out like months ago.
Yeah.
Like the kids are just tuned out. They're like, I'm not even learning anything. And we're like, all right, honestly, like you're still showing up at least that says something. But yeah, it's hard. And it's no one's really fault. Like you can't blame the teacher in this case. You can't blame the student. Just it's a bad situation. So yeah. All right, my friends, I will see you guys on Thursday. Oh, one thing I did want to give you guys for homework. Homework over the next couple of days. I want you to try on one of the days to accumulate 5 minutes worth of squatting. Okay, so you'll just sit in the bottom of a squat for 5 minutes. That way we're going to really start opening up those hips. That way when we're back into classes, which I'm hoping is June 2nd, when we're back for that, it's not going to be a total shock to the system for you guys to squat and all that kind of stuff. So try to accumulate one of those days of 5 minutes worth of squatting. You don't need to do it all at 5 minutes. I would do like 30, 40, 50 seconds and then take a break and then go back to do it. Just make sure you do that all in one day. Okay. So that's your homework for Thursday. Report back to me. Okay. You guys enjoy the rest of your week. I will see you all on Thursday.
Thanks.
Have a good one.
Hi, everybody.
Nice DJ.
Yeah, they glow in the dark.
Ooh.
Cool.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.